Welcome to another coexisting video. Today is a grey day. We had 2 days of summer here and now we have a week of autumn, what it feels like. Rain, grey clouds. And I don't know, today we have an issue here. You know, what better day when everything outside is grey than to look at something green and purple and pink. I got a new plant, and as you can see, the current issue is it doesn't fit. I don't have any other of these thingies to put them into, so I need to get a new one. These are cuttings from a plant of a friend, because on a weekend I was playing D&D again, my second and final, for now, session as a DM. The story was wrapped up. We had to go a little bit over time. This is probably something we're going to talk about today. A little bit as a topic here is how to maneuver some social situations. And I'm pretty happy. The issue is now that I do not know where to put it. I think I'm going to rearrange some of the plants, and I'm going to put this one or another one in the studio. So it might be seen in the back of the podcast clips? ? We gotta see. But, oh no, now I need another one of these ones. I don't know the name. Editor, which is me. Put it here. Oh no, what should I do? I think I have to go to the hardware store. Oh no. So that's what we're gonna do today. You're gonna be in the back of the car. We're going to take a look if we find, maybe I buy 2 for future or 3 for future growing of the plant family. I want to kind of see how far I can stretch my green thumb now that I feel like for the first time in forever, I actually have a feeling for how much water my plants need. This is the one that is apparently, as I heard, a little bit more dramatic and needs a little bit more water. So this is going to be a challenge, the next step for me to take care of, which is the reason why I will probably place it in my sight so I can see it every day and see if it's drama or if I'm able to keep it healthy and fresh. I hope. Maybe I buy another plant. Maybe I buy a screwdriver. We shall see. But for that, we first have to go into the car. See you there. So, we are in the car on our way to my favorite, is it called hardware construction shop. And they also have a garden part or a garden area. This is where I hope I will get some nice and cheap 3 to 4. It gets higher and higher. I said 2, now it's 3 to 4 pots. Baby pot is the name. And I am maybe looking for something that just wants to be in the apartment today. I'm not looking for particular things, but I'm currently. The last video we did on the visit to the construction store went a little bit out of proportion. Oh. Come on. And since then I have like this this apartment improvement urge, you know, to find it, because this was such a nice thing to do. That now I'm like, oh, what else could I do that brings me a lot of joy and happiness and in the everyday situations. The way to the store is not that far, so we will be there in the next 5 minutes. But one other issue that I'm currently having, as I was driving by earlier by my hairdresser, I took a quick look and I couldn't see her for the past 2 weeks, so I hope that she is on vacation, right? She said something along the lines, I mean, the last time I went is now almost 4 months ago, so I do not remember everything correctly when her vacation was planned for. But, you know, everybody deserves vacation. I hope she has a lovely time. But the thing that I'm afraid of is her leaving, or her searching for another job opportunity or going somewhere else, and me having to find a new hairdresser. Because even though I do not have the most difficult of haircuts, I'd assume, I'm not a professional, but judging by the time it takes and how fast it can be done, there are a lot of potential wrongdoings, or getting it wrong and making it look horrible. One time the worst thing I ever had was ending up with like a totally different hairstyle than I actually thought I described to the person. Maybe if I find the picture, it's going to be here. Bloop. This was the most crazy experience I had. But for me, it's so important to have a good hairdresser. Not because my hair needs to be perfect, because of the experience. I'm very, you could say, introverted when it comes to these things. I don't like people touching my hair. It feels very intimate in a way, so I don't like it that much when it's just a random person. I'd like to go beyond the small talk and have like this good hairdresser customer talk, like a friend, but only when you see, you know, there's a reason why hairdressers have like this special saying of tell it to your hairdresser, because it's like a different bond, a unique one. I also like to tip well, that my hairdresser knows that she's appreciated, and that she, you know, I know that the pay is not as fair or as lovely as it should be. I know that they are sometimes treated poorly. I like to go out of my way to have a very good bond with my hairdresser. And I'm always sad when I have to find a new person to bond with. It takes time. It's not my comfort zone anymore. It's a lot of. I'm sure you guys can understand, or some of you tell me if you do not understand. If you're like, I don't care who cuts my hair. I cut my hair by myself, or I never cut my hair. I mean, I guess for different kind of hairstyles, it's going to be different lengths. I mean, I'm at the hairdresser half an hour. Everybody with longer hair, or even using color in the hair, it will be there for, I don't know, ever. Like my mom back in the days, I always, why am I not parking like a normal person? Why am I driving to the end of everything? Well, can happen. My mom, I know just from my mom how long she usually takes at the hairdresser back in the days, and that was long. My dad cut my hair for the first part of my life, until one day it went so wrong that I had to go to the hairdresser, because it didn't. I was embarrassed to go to school. And I think it was up until 4th grade maybe. Then I was like, no, we can't have this. Gotta have a hairdresser. And since then it was always kind of awkward or difficult for me to go there, talk with them. I don't know. It just wasn't my thing. I need a little bit of a trust basis for my hairdresser and me. So I'm very, very happy with the one I have, and I hope she has a lovely vacation, but I hope she will be back soon, because my hair is getting out of hand. You might not see it, but from the way it's supposed to be, it's getting out of hand. It still looks okay. I've started to cut my own hair around the ears so that the ears are free. That's very, very important for me, and the back so that it's not like getting too much out of hand. But still, no. Now we're at a hardware store. As you know, I'm not the biggest fan of filming too much inside. I will probably leave the microphone here, and only if you see anything, it's going to be some shots on the phone. But as always, you will get a full review in the car when I'm back. And yeah, see you in a second. Welcome back. Let me put the microphone thingy back on. So, the haul is complete, not as big as I thought it would, but as always, you get the prices and you get the reason behind buying them. Lamps, can't really see that well, put it up here. Different ones, because currently the one in my kitchen, one is broken, one lamp, so I'm not the biggest fan of just replacing one that doesn't look like the other ones. So 3-pack and 1 free seem pretty reasonable. I don't know if this light helps. We'll try. So all of them get replaced. 12 euros and 99 cents. Single lamp. I hope this one fits into the one in my living room, because same situation there. I have 2 that have a warm light, one that has cold light. This is warm, so we have 3 warm ones. And then the thing that I came here to do, 2 pots. One is a little bit bigger. I first had 2 of these. This is the one I need. This is the bigger one. Why do I have a bigger one? Well, because I was standing in the section for the plants, and I was asking ChatGPT, which plant should I take? I was looking around, right, for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I was looking around which plants. And you know, keep in mind, I'm a beginning plant dad. I'm not quite sure which ones to take. And I don't want to go for, oh, this is pretty. Because if this is a very demanding one, it dies with me currently, because I'm not in a demanding one. I'm able to do a once a week full watering of all the plants, and then they all have to survive. We have one that's a little bit more automatic, who gets more water, but I can take care of one. Didn't need a second one. And now that I'm outsourcing the second one, I thought, why not have 2, you know, with different height on top of the shelf in the back of the podcast. Maybe it looks cool. And I want to have something that is a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, but also resistant. So I was in a random spot. I stood still. Prices for these. Sorry. We have, I think this is $4.99, $6.99. I was contemplating of getting ones that were like more plasticky for like $2.99, but I mean, you're gonna look at them every day, and they might as well look a little bit cool, right? And have a little bit of heft of weight to it, so the plant doesn't fall over. And then I was asking ChatGPT, which plant should I take? And it was telling me like Samioculcas, I don't know, a plant on ranking number 1. I was saying a dry room, once a week watering, sun is, you know, I said the room is facing east, blah blah blah. And then it said Samioculcas, blah blah blah, Glücksfeder in German. And I was looking at the picture on Google. I was looking up, and right in front of me was this plant, right in front of me. And I was like, this is faith. I was asking ChatGPT in the place where the plant was, and then I was like, it's a little big. I want to put it on a shelf. And I was asking it again. Oh yeah, just take the same one in the smaller version. I don't know if this is the smaller version, but then I went with the big plant and went to the information, and I was like, do you have this plant in smaller? And this guy he knew his plants. He was like, yep. He was going, and there we have it. A very, very pretty and beautiful big plant. My first big plant. I think it looks amazing, and I hope it will survive. There's like some leaves in here. I don't know if you can see that. We can look at it at home. I think these are meant to be, I don't know. I might as well just take them out and clean this up a bit. But that's the reason why I have the bigger pot. So the plant was not the most expensive one, $10.99. $10.99. So overall, I think a pretty good haul, pretty good upgrade. So let's go home, and we see each other at home when we put in the lights, find a good space for the plants, and then see the new arrangement. There was nothing else that really spoke to me in the hardware store. I tried, but I think 40 euros is enough for an unplanned purchase. Well, see each other at home. So, back home finally. Only took ages. Oh, yo. But we are here now. And first things first. Oh. Yeah. It might be a little too big. But how can you, it's tough to see that when you are in the store. The left one, like I said, there are some leaves in here. I do think they were supposed to, oh no, they're growing through the earth. Well then, stay there. I don't mind. This one, I feel looks perfectly. Also, I like that these are a little bit different sizes, so it doesn't look too similar when they are up on in the other room on the cupboard. And now we have to do a little bit of shuffling around, because I think this one stays here, and this one, the other one that I have, which also is like kind of a newborn, needs to grow a bit more. This one will pair with the green one nicely. The color is a little off on this one. Would I have ever imagined that I have so many plants and they all survive? No. Am I now going down the path of you can always have one more plant? Probably. Do I enjoy it? Yes. Does it make my life better? Yes. Does it feel good to have something natural in the home? Yes. Does it feel good to be able to take care of it? Yes, and triple yes. So, you make your way into here, which I think is still fine, looks still fine. And you, wait, now it's a little bit of a shuffle. You make your way onto, this is like a perfect snug fit. I like this a lot. My brain thought that these two would be the same size. Oh yeah, almost. What we learned from that, always bring the item you're wanting to buy with you, or at least take measurements. Otherwise, this will happen. And this is just soil that is waiting for a tiny plant to come out of nursery home. So these two go up here again, and these two will go into the other room, into the studio. And also the light, we gotta figure out, but I think we do the full plant thing first. So I show you how it looks over there. So we have now this view, plants on top in the studio, and there will be, I think this is then the look from the podcast setting, like they will be seen in the bag on top, and I think the gray fits perfectly. A little bit greenery, huh? They might be a little heavy, but I think they can, it is approved. And now we go for the lamps. The lamps. Let me see, how can I show you that perfectly? I mean, first you can take a look inside, and you see this one has a different shape than this one. And if we turn the lights on, sorry for the hand cam, you can see that this is, you cannot really see it in the camera, but this is a different color than these two. The camera is trying to compensate that, so that's a little different, but let's see how I can put it so you can see it. Yeah, that's the best I can do for you. But I mean, we're just going to change it, so it's not that crazy. Oh, it might. Oh. I'm unsure about this one. If it will fit. I had like a time back in my days where I thought, oh, my big lamps, the big lamp needs to have like cold lighting, so I stay awake and I'm like, bro, it's rusty. Holy security risk. Good to change that out. After, oh, you can't really see me that well, it's dark. Hey, can I get you? Nope. That's a little better, eh? Now the issue is, will this fit in here? Oh my lord. Barely. Holy snap. Barely. But also very satisfying because of that. All of it looks the same-ish. I'm sure you. All of them now look the same. Ta-da. When we turn the light on. Ta-da! Same vibe. Now onto the kitchen. Well, this is an angle you do not see very often, but you can see the issue. Yeah. So let's take all of this out. Let's hope the new ones fit. I also show you the difference in the new and the old ones. If I'm able to grab them. Sometimes they are a little bit annoying because these are the E10 ones. Yeah, nice. You see the old ones are like this, and the new ones are like fully white. You see there's a little bit of a difference, right? Also height-wise. So I might as well switch them all out. But like I said, these ones are a little annoying and tough. Maybe I need two hands for that, because they are not the normal, just screw them in. They have like these little things at the bottom that are just annoying. It's a little bit of trial and error. It's probably better if I work towards the camera, eh? Videographer knowledge. So yeah, I can also see better that way, a bit at least. Oh my god, I forgot how annoying it is. Ah! How can I? Okay. 1 out of 3. Whew. Next one. Maybe I'm getting more lucky this time. Yes. Easy. And third one. Up. There's like these things at the bottom, and you have to perfectly match them in and then twist it. But with this being so long, you kinda have to guess if you hit the right thing or not. Ah, yes. Oh, woo! And test. Nice. While we're up here, we can clean them a bit. Give me a second. Easy. Little. Oh, now I'm blind. I looked to the sun. Easy little home improvements. New plants. New lights. I'm just gonna do the outro here. Yeah. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for again motivating me to do these little changes, because this lamp, you can bet this lamp was non-functioning. Actually, it was the right one that was broken. I just switched the right with the middle, and I was like, don't need the middle one anyway. But it's good to have it back. So yeah, thank you for being here. And as always, we see each other.